Hey guys, it's Tartan coming at you with another game of Minecraft. We're here on the Bedrock Realm, and well, we don't have very much here, so we're gonna try to get more. And how to do that? Well, first, might have to get rid of the drowned. They'll probably get taken care of, though. So we're just gonna get some pumpkins, not because we need them, but because we're growing them. As we know, pumpkins grow sideways-ish. Oh, yeah. That is a pickaxe. So the sea is our great source of food here, right? We don't have, like, any food besides the fish. So dealing with drowned is pretty important. We rely on the bounty of the sea. Also, my helmet is broken. The armor previously known as helmet has departed. Man, there are a lot of drowned. Oh, my helmet is in the hotbar. That is why I couldn't find it. Now I look normal again. I was like, I swore I had a helmet. And I did. Sometimes if you do a little bit of a bob and weave in your chair, that'll help you. That guy's got a sword. Wait, we've all got swords. This provides a good time to just run through a little bit. And get some torches placed through the island, right? We're not going to really want anywhere on the surface that's just like monster spawning. I don't think we will anyway. Can you put a torch in the offhand? No. It's useless. Hey, KP. Yeah, man, this version of the game, I'm glad my friends play here, because that's good. It's good to play with my friends, but man, do I ever not like the things that are different. Man, sure don't. Whoops. Alright, and just like that, we've made a circuit of the island. This part, of course, already has some stuff. Hooray! The wheat has definitely grown. Now we can do what we do best, grow small amounts of wheat. No, I could never grow wheat for real in Bedrock. I would never. I don't even want to think about it. There's no point in thinking about it. It wouldn't make me happy. That's not like how I treat thoughts in general, but it is how I treat video game thoughts, you know. I mean, just think, if you want to hear a horror story, like a ghost story, imagine you right-click to tilt it, and then you have to go into a menu to change what's in your hand, or just, I guess, swap down, but it's so much worse. You can hold one button for it. Man, yeah. You know, I didn't appreciate how bad it was until I was in it. Isn't that everything, though, you know? It's what I deserve for being so inconsiderate. You know, I should have thought about how the people were suffering without an offhand. Couldn't be me, lol. And now look at me, suffering. It's alright. It'll make me strong, or not. It depends. You know, people like to quote the Nietzsche line, but they never quote the first part of it, which is this the little prelude from the military school of life, which is just like such a dorky thing. It's no wonder people never quote it, right? But look, as a guy with a lot of books, I often find that people that quote a guy like Nietzsche haven't read him, or have rather read quotes by him, you know, on an image macro, which is almost the same as reading a book. But hey, if it leads you to something, I guess I shouldn't bash it too much. Some of my best friends look at dumb image macros. I do too. And then I feel superior about it. Why are there all these fish? I didn't kill them. Do the squids? I think they do. I'll eventually need to build like a fort over there, you know, so we can have like defenses for the bay. There's a whole lot I'll need to eventually do, like learn to play the game. Yeah, I think the shield functionality is bad, but what I didn't even realize until I just started playing it is like you can't move, right? You cannot move when the menu's open. That is insane. Say, am I using action stuff for the movement? My friend set up the realm some time ago. They didn't like just, it's not like fresh or whatever. I don't know how long, not like an eternity ago. Sometime this year, I think. Yeah, there was just a button to click to say, get all the stuff that's on the realm. So I just clicked that. I don't actually know what they are. I'm such a bad consumer of mods. I don't know any of their names. What? Hello, good sir. Buongiorno. He sells milk buckets. He's willing to buy cherry logs. That's actually kind of awesome. Or no. He's selling those things. Give you an emerald for that. Well, that's no good. I already have a Nautilus shell. You buy it. He wants hay, which I don't have. Hay is, of course, 9 wheat. Wheat isn't really hay, but in Minecraft it is, just like how apples come from oak trees, and nobody's allowed to argue with it. Hey, Minickman. Alright. I guess at the least we need to go get copper after we get the fish out of the water. Oh no, look what I've done. Oh, this works not at all. Cool. Hey, one boy, how's it going? Yeah, we gotta... I guess we'll have to go down and do the depths. We've got some food here, right? So now if we die, it'll be okay. But whenever I was like brainstorming at work, I'm like, I think I know my problem, my big problem, right? Which is that I keep on breaking my bed and carrying it with me like I'm playing in hardcore. But like, if I have my bed here, I could just go back down if I die or something, and it's not, you know, 2,000 blocks away. I'm just like, that's not how I'm, like, to me in Minecraft, a bed is something to make the night go away or to stop a storm. It's not like a thing you go back to, right? So it's pretty weird as a perspective. Playing Minecraft with your friends, you fell in the end. Oh no! This is another, dude. Like, whenever I lost my stuff, it was just like iron and some diamonds here in this world. I was honestly like, okay, do I just quit now? You know, like, life is empty, right? Alright, so let's recap. What do we need? An axe? I mean, we don't. We're going underground where we shouldn't need one. Would we be in a lush cave? No, definitely not. I don't think we need... Yeah, we can just get more rocks. Yeah. You're extremely arrogant and always comes back to bite me. That's too bad, man. I'm extremely arrogant and I almost never have to pay for it. Only like a few thousand times in my life. Which, when you compare it to the history of my arrogance, which like spans, well, I don't know, it probably started whenever I was like 3. Definitely by 5 though. So like basically every single day of my life, and it almost never does anything to me. Oh, only a couple thousand times have I ever suffered for it. Barely any. We need more torches. Not like a ton more torches though, right? Because we're just going where we've already... No, that's my food. We have to have the food. Yeah, alright, let's go. We'll leave the steak in there and just 13 food. That's enough for a little trip. We're not going on a big trip. Who's a good dog? But no, I was very nervous in the end, actually. Oh no! He's walking with us. Alright, we gotta go back home. Silly old dog. There's absolutely no way to keep him safe away from here. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'll find out and get like a mod list in a later video. But this is on Bedrock, and it's a bunch of mods that are on my friend's realm that I just sort of downloaded. Which I believe are mainly just animation and graphical stuff. And then there's like there's a couple other ones like this. There's like bigger biomes. I think it's called realistic biomes. So like, you know, they tend to be more expansive of the same sort of thing. But no, like, in hardcore when I was in the end, I got distracted. I got so nervous when making my little pathways to fall, to go over, that I would fall. I couldn't even look at my screen, it was too big. So I looked at my alternate monitor, where I have, like, the stream at, and then on, like, the very small screen there, because I have, like, there's a couple ones, but I was, like, looked at that one, and I'm like, okay, and now I'll walk through it, and that's how I managed my anxiety about falling. I did not like being in the end at all. The idea that my totem couldn't save me, did not enjoy. All right. Wow, this takes a long time. Are we drowning yet? Can we get 2 of them? You can get 2 of them. Worth. But if we hit this one, oh, there's a whole bunch there too. Well, that's good. We get this one, and then we can walk in there and breathe through the top slot, I think. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, boy. Maybe there was a water block underneath it. Well, you know, we lived. Barely. Yeah, and I guess if you fly too high, you also die. You know, they do the Icarus, yeah. Oh, you need 2 planks for a stick. Okay, well, we came down here without even enough for a stick. That's okay. We'll just get some iron. Not even enough for torches. Pathetic. First day playing Minecraft. Like, is that where we died? I don't know. I don't even think we could get back. And the thing is, too, is we died in such a place that even if I got there again, I think we'd immediately die, rather than be able to get out. We're not on the way there. We're just going down. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. Long way down. Where are we at? -41? That's a good spot. Except we don't have torches. Be a lot cooler if we did. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. We're gonna die. But we know we've got a good long area to explore. Surely there will be diamonds around somewhere. We couldn't even mine them right now if we had them, right? Oh, copper. We should get copper. We don't have any copper. We need more copper for more armor and stuff. We don't even have boots on, right? Copper is great. I love copper. We could stay in the copper age for ages, except you can't make a copper bucket, so you can't stay in the copper age for very long at all. Actually, I lied. For example, if I want to capture another axolotl, even though the other one is still in a bucket somewhere, lost, probably afraid. I'm a bad person, you know. We never even got George home, and now look at him. I mean, sure, he's in the water, which is hardly a bad place for an axolotl. He's probably fine. Alright, I don't feel bad anymore. He's okay. Oh no, you can see my skull. I tell you, when I get over this cold, I will be feeling happy about it, though. It's like I feel fine, it's just my nose is runny, which is very annoying. Reminds me of being younger, when my allergies were much worse. Keep inventory and instant respawn. That sounds funny. Yeah, I would, when I learned I could just turn keep inventory on in my survival, my peaceful, my wheat world, I was so much happier. Because, like, there was one time where, like, I fell down, right? Because I don't wear armor. I have it, but, like, I don't wear it around, you know? Like, we're a farmer. We wear our clothes, you know? It's dignified. You don't need to wear a suit of armor and carry a sword to farm wheat, you know? Like, that's not civilized. You leave the weapons at home, you know? But you know, you fall down, you drop like 3k wheat seeds. It's pretty annoying, right? We need to make an auto smelter. We don't need to do it right away because that's like a bad use of our limited iron. But this will at least be enough iron for, you know, a bucket. Because you need a bucket for future exploration as well. Ideally, if you're in a cave system, my way of showing the way up is always to have like a stream of water that runs. I used to build whole pathways, but that takes a lot of effort. Alright. What did we not have earlier? Enough sticks for torches. I remember. We probably had them and then put them into that chest. Probably. Alright, time to join the Iron Age again. Really, 2 buckets would be better. No, there isn't a spear in this. This is the greatest mod ever. No idea what it does. We're making an iron one. Do I throw it? Do I, like, put it on the ground menacingly? We'll see. The spear's from the copper update? I did not know that. Oh no, he's got a spear too. Oh no, his spear's better than mine. I need to run away. We're gonna die. Fortunately, we are right next to home. Run away. Eat your salmon and run. How did I not know there were spears in the game? With mounts. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Also, how did I not know that was in the game? Can you do horse archery now? Because if so, this is over, and we're going to the hardcore world, and we're getting a horse. I can't believe there are spears in this game, and I didn't know it. I guess it just happened not super long ago. Damage missed by speed. Well, I don't regret that we got the iron. We're gonna keep the spear here. This will be a spear that goes like over the fireplace in the house when we eventually build it, you know, to symbolize, you know, when we're ready to go to war. Because everything here is just mining, right? We're just digging holes and stuff. We're just having a time. I guess we go back down and get more iron. And we leave this iron here. And we give the dog some sheep because he's a good dog. We kind of need more food, but we sort of have enough for a trip, right? Yeah. We gotta leave some food in there because otherwise we'll die and then come back and not have any. Alright, back to the plan. Is that tree not grown yet? No. It's probably too far away. I don't know how big the chunks are in terms of that. No, you stay inside, please. I'm begging you. I know I haven't given you a name yet, but I don't have a name tag, and there's not really a point. Come inside, please, and sit down. Oh my goodness. Makes me uncomfortable physically when the thing in Minecraft won't behave properly. Please walk forward. I'm begging you. Just totally outrageous behavior. A bone. Look, a bone. Please get out of the doorway. Get out of the doorway now? Well, modern problems require modern solutions. Alright, now as I was saying, since the dog is safely inside, we can go on our trip. Indeed. Eventually my house is gonna span the whole of the entire universe because the dog won't sit where I want him to. Is that the reason for the Big Bang? The turtle moment a few videos ago was so funny. Which one? I'm not sure which one you mean. When we found Donatello? That was like a genuinely joyous occasion. I mislaid him so long ago. It would embarrass me if I was capable of it. I mean, he was a Ninja Turtle, so he was probably off doing his thing. It's no surprise I couldn't see him. Oh boy. Yeah, that goes a little further than you might anticipate, doesn't it? Oh no, not that far. Hey, iron. Not that far. Falls down to death. Collected all the animals. Turtles are frustrating to breed. Oh, okay. So KP, how you do it? You need a tool with Silk Touch. You get the turtle eggs down, then you break the eggs with Silk Touch. You pick up the egg, you bring it to wherever you want them to go. They'll hatch there, and they will then treat that as their home island for them and all of their descendants. I figured this out on my own. I was very proud. That's why, like, on my hardcore world, I have the little fake like Badlands there over by spawn, just a little miniature Badlands with a little turtle beach. That's where I got the turtles from, because I built the beach. But yep, that's how you do it. Any Silk Touch tool will do it. Enderman whooping over there. A whole lot of iron on that other wall. We need to get torches first, though. There'll be torches together, torches together. Any Me Without You fans in the house? Probably not. I don't. Most people that even heard of Me Without You didn't like them, but I like them. And Torches Together is a great track by them. I listen to it all the time still. I stay repping Me Without You. Are they good? Who knows? I like them. I've always liked them. Well, not always. Since 02. So, I mean, just like 23 years of liking them. Blueberries, which are apparently edible, although I have never done so. Iron, marvelous. Lots of iron. A creeper, not so good. Like, he's not gonna help me mine iron. He won't. But now they're gone. And now iron. Look at me, playing Minecraft. You know, playing regular, it's a lot harder. A lot harder than playing hardcore. I say it all the time, it's even true. Because on hardcore, you know, you just wake up and immediately have perfect items. That's what my experience is. Somebody in the past just gave you every item you would need. Was that me? It could have been. Who can remember that far back? But a legitimately wonderful iron vein here, right? Oh, goodness. Goodness glaciers. This is good stuff here. That is a whole freaking zound of iron. Alright. Oh, no. We're alright. Ish. We need to eat more. I think these veins feel too large. Maybe it's modded. Maybe it's one of the things in the mod. I have like sort of a feel for how much iron I expect to be able to find in any given place, and it just seems a little higher than that. The diamonds seem normal. Or at least from earlier, I wasn't finding just like a cartoonish amount of them. Maybe I'm just lucky. And then there's some obsidian down there, which was no doubt a little lava pond before I came along. Ah, look at that guy. Having a time. No, let me up, please. There we go. But yeah, KP, whenever I was trying it for the first time, I think I said something in the video along the lines of, if this doesn't work, I'm a monster, but, you know, I have to try. But I'm happy to be of service. It's actually probably my very favorite thing about doing this at all is, like, when someone, like, you know, who knows more about the game than me is watching and they're like, wait, you can do that? And I'm like, haha, yes, I have found something. Because, of course, like, everybody knows more about Minecraft than me. Iron on that wall. Whoops. Oh, that's alright. You know, if you run into a bunch of lava but you have water, you can put the fire out. Just like in the simulations. You're like, oh no, the volcanoes happen. I'm like, well, have you tried going in the water? It won't work. It doesn't actually work. But you could try. Alright, so to go up, we go... Out, not there. There. But we don't want to go all the way up because that is still very ironful stuff there. full of irony. And you might be saying, look, I've heard of the English language, and that's not how you use it. It's how I'm doing it right now. Ow! Wow! That stung. I'm being punished for my dumb joke. I deserve it. Anyway, as we all know, the quality of being irony is actually called being ferric because of the Latins. Instant karma, indeed, you know, I deserve worse. Are they about to hit me? I feel like the hearts go up very slowly. Maybe it's because I'm not at full food, though. How's Subnautica going? I haven't actually played it in a good long bit. We did the Sunbeam thing, and I think that was the last time I played. I started playing Darkest Dungeon, and I got like really into that, so that sort of just got added to it, and then I guess that's really, that's what the playtime went to. I've just been having a great time with that. I almost played it here tonight, but I was like, you know, why don't I just chill? Why don't I do the famously has never made me rage out a whole lot game, Minecraft? Actually feel more chill when I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. No, it's fine. Losing all your stuff is fine, actually. No, I mean, it's okay. I wasn't going to use the diamonds for anything anyway. I was just going to put them into a box, right? Box picture. Yeah, it's there's this game that one of my friends tells me to play. It's famous, Death Stranding. Probably don't need to introduce it, but you know, he's like, you would like it? I'm like, but you've met me. Do I like managing my inventory? And he says yes, because I didn't mind it in Diablo 2. But in Diablo 2, I had like a mental heuristic for every single item in the game in every configuration. So if you just said, hey, a 3x2 item dropped, do you want it? I could tell you immediately if I did. Just like if I would even pick it up, let alone if I would want it more than something else. Of course, as you know, if you played Diablo 2, most things aren't worth picking up at all, so it's pretty easy in that regard to make that decision. One of the many boats of home. The mist over the water is lovely. We need to grow the cherry tree over here. The wake effect on the boat is a bit much, man. Can you imagine how strong you would be to be like making a wake like this in a rowboat? Is it? Because for me looking at it, I'm like, it seems like the whole thing is inventory management. Hooray! Yeah, for sure. A complete lack of boat discipline. This is, you know, this is very me, right? You can tell this island's mine. No, when I went to visit one of my friends' houses here, they had like 2 extra boats, and I was like, aha! Alright, and now we need to mark the Lush Cave appropriately, because as I go around the island, I don't believe I've seen the telltale marker at all on the surface, which is interesting. Cause I always hope to find a Lush Cave when I dig. Always. But I didn't really think I would find one here necessarily. Because you'll get a flowering azalea tree, which is like an oak tree, but it looks a little cooler. But I guess we'll plant one here. Here's good. Did I bring an axe? No, that's not so good. We can make one. Why am I carrying this iron? Oh my goodness. I forgot what I came home for. We'll plant that tree later. No, we can plant it now. We'll just plant it in a less good spot. So this is another lesson that I sometimes get to teach people. If you have a flowering azalea bush and bone meal, you can create wood. I'll show you how. Look. Most people don't think that you can bone meal the shrub and turn it into a tree, and it will never happen naturally. You have to bone meal it. That's a thing I figured out too. Pretty cool. You can find it out by accident fairly easily, because you can bone meal moss, right? And that's a pretty good way to make something really mossy, and they do generate on the moss, not as trees, but as shrubs. The walking simulator part is what most people would enjoy. I like walking. Because all the time I'll pick up a game and then I'll be like, oh no, inventory management. There's a time in, like, when I was playing Stardew Valley, like the very beginning, like one of the first episodes, right? It must have been the first one because I didn't know that I had a max inventory size or whatever. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I don't have to worry about my inventory. And people in chat just start laughing at me. Hello, dog. That's a good spot for a dog. Getting too much junk already. Maybe I just need to get a lava bucket thing and just start throwing almost everything away. That would make me feel better. I like having stuff, I just don't like it being the way it is. Handles inventory, well, yeah, with the chest management, the button, that's fine, but just like inventory size in general, like, man, before you get your upgrades, you know, like, you just want to carry all this junk with you, right? But you can't. Time to go fishing. Four there. One here. Splashing underwater, that's a neat trick. 4 bubbles. Subnautica Minecraft Edition. What is actions and stuff. Got it. Say sometimes play with Stardew on the highest profit margin difficulty. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. With actions and stuff. I guess is what it says. It's my friend's realm, right? I just clicked add the things whenever. Well, we're all friends on the realm, but you know, one of my friends is the guy who set it up. Naturally, all realms would have a person that sets it up. I guess it's not really like the human that set up this realm. You want to go, buddy? I'm not afraid of you at all. I'm in the water. You are not gonna whoop at me, sir. He's coming back right now. Where is he? He's still here. He's not dead. Right? Huh. I didn't think he was dead. Huh. Huh. Weird. Note to aspiring rowboat people, don't carry a sword while you're rowing the boat. Like, keep it, like, in a safe scabbard, you know? In a locked scabbard. That way you won't accidentally reach for your sword when you're trying to get your oar. That creeper is on top of the mushroom. That would be a hilarious surprise. You're just walking through and they literally drop down on you like a wild turkey, but it's a creeper. And if you think, why like a wild turkey? I have a very specific memory of being, oh, I would have been, I don't know, 10 or 11 maybe? The memory is what's specific, not when it happened. But I was walking in the woods behind my house with one of my friends, you know, early in the morning. And there are these wild turkeys roosted up in one of the trees, which I didn't know. The thing about turkeys is their wings are actually pretty big, and they're incredibly loud when they're above you. And it was like the actual sky was falling. Pretty funny stuff. And whenever things surprise drop out of trees on you, that's what I always think of those turkeys. Ha! Get wrecked. It's my stuff now. It's my crummy bow. Right, we didn't bring anything that we need to do this. I guess we have enough iron now that we can just join the Iron Age, right? There's really not a one click to equip. That's... What's the right click even for, bro? Garbage. The way they made this game is bad, and they should feel bad. I hope they know that somewhere out there, a guy they don't care about at all doesn't approve of their work. Alright, if we don't start organizing the boxes soon, this isn't organizing them. If we don't, then it'll never happen. That's okay. It's not ideal. I mean, you also might be thinking, won't they just never get organized no matter what you do? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sometimes I'll just like think about organizing boxes and get so upset that I just turn the game off. Need more wood. A trident? Give me that. He didn't. Yes, yes! Ha ha ha! Glorious. Have I seen Severance? No, I have not. That's the television program, right? I know, like, it was the hotness and all, and everyone had really good things to say about it, but I did not watch any of it, no. I don't even know, like, who's in it or whatever. In one of my hardcore worlds, I spent a long time trying to get a trident. No, not that one. This is Bedrock. I play... This is a realm that my friends have that I recently started playing on. I'm a Java player. I've only been playing Minecraft like a year and a half, but I'm a Java player. I play hardcore primarily, and then I also have a lot of wheat. I one day hope to have the most wheat in the world. Some people think I already do, but I'm not claiming it yet because I'm not convinced that I do. But this is quite a tree monstrosity, right? We've got a Huh. I wouldn't have done that. A creeper explosion? Maybe a creeper explosion because the mushrooms are very, very, like, soft. Which enchantment do I typically use for tridents? The Riptide one is the cool one. I actually don't have a fixed up trident in my current hardcore world. But the one that lets you fly, you can fly in the rain. It's so cool. But the one that makes it come back to you is, like, kind of fine. The thing is, though, that throwing a trident when you have a shield out, like, is sort of non-functional, which I never use a shield anymore in hardcore. But back when I did, that sort of made me not like that one. That one's called Loyalty, but yeah, Riptide. Riptide's the one that it's all about. But trident's a melee weapon anyway. I only break it out for like cracking an underwater monument. It's not worth it. Even if you're fighting like a large group of drowned, the sword does just fine. But you definitely notice the difference when you're fighting guardians. It never rains at your base. It doesn't rain something. Yep, that makes sense. You could still get a thunderstorm, but you wouldn't be able to fly, I bet. Alright, so what was I doing? Planting slightly more wheat. It takes me so long to complete simple tasks. Well, it's because I get, I have to go and get wood so that I can make a tool so that I can do it. It's no wonder I forget. It doesn't really... The amount of times you have to go and get wood, I mean, it sort of stops happening after a while. You sort of forget that that's part of the game. I didn't make an axe. Alright, so what we're going to do is plant wheat. And to impress all of you, I'm not going to complain the whole time I'm doing it. Pathetic. So you don't have the inventory space for the Maester Trident. I keep the Trident in my Ender chest, where, you know, like with shulkers and stuff, you've got space for whatever you want. Cause I carry a couple shulkers in there. And then the spear, I just learned it existed today. The mace I keep in a box at home in the vault. Same thing, okay. The loud sound you heard was me repeatedly hitting the button to open the inventory and not knowing why I wasn't getting it. I have this, like, I'm not very open-minded when it comes to machines. I expect them to do what I tell them to do. Because, like, look, this isn't Warhammer 40k. I shouldn't have to do an invocation to the machine spirit to make the machine do the machine thing. Like, I'll turn it off. Like, you can threaten a machine, it's okay. And the minute it becomes not okay, you won't be hearing from me anymore. I've been turning off electronics my whole life. And if they hold a grudge, well, I'll be waiting around for them. Where's my food? What did I do? Oh, that's annoying. Did I eat all of that cod? Is cod that bad for you? Maybe the ocean being my source of food isn't that good of a plan. What's the alternative? Kelp? We get a charcoal system going on and then we dry a bunch of kelp and then we get the kelp blocks we can eat? Hey, somebody else is online. I don't know who that is. There's a couple people that play on the server that I haven't met. But farming, that's what you do on your map? Farming's good. I'm something of a farmer myself. Not here. Alright, so we just need to, what? Make an iron axe and cut down trees? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I need to maybe I need to do the research. And figure out if I can claim the title of World's Most Wheat. The wheatiest. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I don't know if anyone has ever been as pleased as I am to maybe have the most wheat in the world, so I can probably call it whatever I want. What is that blue plus sign on the bar. I don't know. Is it where the other person is at? Maybe. Okay, that makes sense. Like, if you go this way, you'll get closer to him, or whatever. Yeah, because they gave them a blue plus sign when they logged in. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't get any more food. That's okay. We're just going to cut down a tree. We're going to cut down this tree. We can make them look unnerving by removing the part of the canopy support. Most of them will stay on though, right? Because even trees that have lost leaves that have lost their tree, rather, will be able to go there. Is that... Did dark oak trees drop apples? Huh. Okay. Thought it was just oak trees. Do birch trees drop apples? No. They don't. It's just, I guess both of these do. Okay. Because one day we're probably going to need to figure out how to convert villagers so that we can have some villagers on the island. This tree. This tree. We'll make them more like strange spruce trees than their regular appearance. In the center of the island, you know, they get stranger. Which also provides these awesome little sunbeam places, which is awesome. Very awesome indeed. Oh yeah, that's good. That's very good. Hey, Silversworth. How long have you been playing Minecraft, Junior Michelle? I've been playing Minecraft since June of last year, so like a year and a half ago. Hey, Jordan. Say, seems like I chose such a good spot. Well, I think so. It's a nice little place. It's got a lush cave underneath it, where I periodically go to die. But, you know, it provides me with what we need. And this time, like, I'm really focusing on not breaking my bed, so if I die, I just spawn here. Because every time I've died, I've had to go back to spawn. Which is not ideal. More charcoal? Yes. Well, you know... There we go. Yeah, it takes a little while to get there. But yeah, no, it's a great little island, because it's like... It's a lot of my favorite things, right? It's an island. Love it. You know, you get to look off at the ocean and whatnot. It's big enough to where you can do stuff with, but where also, like, your project could sort of be the whole island. We got, like, a Turtle Beach. I planted a little cherry tree, you know, because it's mine. But there's a lush cave underneath it. And, which is awesome. I planted the azalea tree. There wasn't one on the island, so I didn't know there would be one. I planted that there to let anybody passing by know what could be found. Oh, I don't have any food at all. Why am I the way I am? What? 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 They have not always been in the game. Cool. I know they have shells that you can make an item with that I've gotten in hardcore and never used. But yeah, Jordan, one of my medium-term projects that I want to do, I think she said Alicia was planning on doing a rail system for everyone, but I want to do a rail system from here. You know, just in case anybody wants to go. I haven't decided if I want to go like over land or like over water mainly, or underground for simplicity's sake. I'll probably go over for a while, and then I'll have to hit up Leon and see, you know, where she wants the train depot to be at, or I'll just end up underground and then we can figure it out later. I'm under attack? Oh no! I think I just murked a dolphin. Jeez. Here I was just trying to get a can of tuna. I'm a monster. It'll be alright. Plenty more fish in the sea, as they say. And you might be saying, they do say that, but not about this. Well, we could start. If you ever accidentally a dolphin, just say, plenty more fish in the sea. And if somebody says a dolphin's not a fish, you say, oh, well, I guess we're really in trouble then. What other kinds of stuff do you know? What's the difference between an octopus and a squid? That's what I would ask a person who's full of facts. Not just the name. We already knew that. Redstone lamps and daylight sensors. But you hate torches. I quite like the copper torches. But I guess I totally see what you mean. Like, I'm like, man, I wish I didn't have, like, these literal fire torch things everywhere. But lanterns are so, you know, they take such doing. And, you know, you got, like, you know, sea lanterns, but that is, it takes a bit of doing, right? I mean, it's not the hardest thing in the world to deal with underwater monuments, but now that I'm saying that, oh, I bet it is. Oh, I bet it is, right? Because you can't use doors to breathe. And if you can't use doors to breathe, cracking an underwater monument is drastically different. You can still use them to block, but yeah, you'd have to go into the wall all the time. Yeah, that's awful. That'd take forever. Water breathing potions. Oh yeah, of course those exist. Yeah, the thing about doors is doors are dual purpose. Because the door lets you breathe, but the door also blocks line of sight for their ray beam. So you set up a network of places that are entirely safe to move in, and that when moving through, they break their attack up, and that's my strategy for clearing underwater monuments in hardcore. But once you get a trident, it's a lot easier because they get popped a lot sooner. And like in my vault in hardcore, I have like a copper thing, but you have to have like blaze rods, right? For the copper bulbs, which have always been in. They weren't part of the copper update. Alright, now we have slightly more fish. And we can go. Take the planks, gotta have the planks. Need to take a little bit of iron. No, we'll find iron before we need it. We'll take these because we'll need torches. Ow. How dare you, sir? You can use carpets to disguise them, like put it on top and then you can't see, but it still does the light. Oh, then you could put it like at a lower level. Cool. Did I know you can melt down armor to get nuggets back? I did know that, yes. It does not work for diamond. But yeah, because I sometimes do it whenever I like, because you know, you fight a bunch of monsters, you end up with junk, and then I'll like throw them into my furnaces for a couple of nuggets here and there. But yeah, because it's a good thing to use your skeleton and, well, not skeleton, your zombie drops. You know, they've got their little, you know, 3 durability gold helmet. Hey, at least it's a gold nugget, and you don't just throw it away, right? Whoops. That was 2. Diamonds! Alright, we're gonna have to be extra sure to not lose these. That way we can go home and make a jukebox. We don't have any discs, but, you know. I think that's the best single use you could use your diamonds for, right? Alright, where were they? I don't know. We'll find them. Just finished on an underground rail system on your map. Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm glad you said hello. Yeah, I don't normally play this haphazardly. I'm not very good. But yeah, no, I'm on day 790 or so. I forget the exact number in hardcore. And then, like I alluded to, I have a lot of wheat. It's 260,000 blocks, I think it is. It might be the most in the world. I want it to be, but I'm not claiming it until I'm more confident that it is. Look how many there are. Sometimes if you dream big, there'll be more hiding around where they used to be. I don't know how much you're supposed to dream, though. Five's a lot. Just 4? Guess it was just 4. Just don't look the Enderman in the eyes. He looks like he's looking at you, but he's not. He doesn't care. It's actually wonderful design, right? Because the glowing eyes are designed to make you look at him and focus, and then that's exactly what they need to strike. Yeah, get some. I've been killed by better Endermen than you. I died once on a hardcore world while I was farming. I picked a fight with an Enderman who was picking up a block. Not an important one, just a block. I thought it was fine, but I had not the shield in my offhand because I was farming. That was a relatively early hardcore world. That's a skeleton. All right. Oh. Hazy shade of... That's a witch. I saw the outline. That's definitely a witch. They're far away, though. I don't think they know I'm here. They do not know I'm here. Good. I know what you're gonna say. Aren't I supposed to say suffer not the witch to live and kill the witch? I'm gonna suffer the witch to live. Diamonds! Lots of diamonds, high up on the wall. Not ideal, not the end of the world. Hey! We need to get them in such a way that they don't fall into the lava. Magnificent. Glorious, and in all other ways very good. We probably shouldn't be underneath a place where we know there's lava around. Probably. Alright, we need to make our way to that pillar and just go up one side of it, I guess. Which... Ooh, oh boy, that's fun. Alright, we need to get up here right now because that creeper is coming for us. And we don't want to be in the midst of the lava. Alright, so the witch problem. Need more arrows. Because there's a witch over there. That's a different witch than the one we just saw. Say you're thinking... Oh, Oxy, you mean me? I mean, you can call me my real name if you want. Most people, you know, obviously... Ooh, mineshaft! Now we're talking. You know, most people here call me the channel handle, but I don't mind at all if you call me my real name. Ha! Dodged 2 of the outrageous arrows of fortune. And you might be thinking, wasn't there a witch over here? Yeah, but mobs despawn if you don't interact with them, right? And I know there are diamonds there. And by interact with them, I think I mean get shot at by them. Anyway, they definitely will despawn sometimes if they don't know you're there. I have been shooting at creepers before and had them disappear right underneath my arrow. You should grab any pufferfish I come across? Okay. But yeah, I would say certainly, yeah. Don't let, just like Oxytod is saying in the chat, don't let anything be a barrier. You know, if you wanna just like jump out and make some videos, then do it. You know, like just do it. That's how to do it. I had a crummy little headset mic for the longest time. I still have a crummy little microphone that I don't have set up very well, you know. It's not that crummy. It's not super expensive. You know, it's just a webcam. But yeah, you know, just do your thing and hopefully it'll work out, right? You know, I'm a very lazy person on YouTube. You know, I don't mess around with thumbnails and I've never edited a video. I have more than 1,000 uploads. I haven't edited a single one, not ever. I might eventually. I don't know how. I might learn. But you know, you don't have to. One of the really cool things about the internet is how it facilitates, you know, people that share interests coming together around them. Yeah, whenever I first started, ages ago, right? 2013, 2014, 2014. I did think, oh, I was just gonna do, you know, the thing and talk over it, but I wasn't planning on like using a video or whatever. I don't love pictures particularly, but or anything like that. Like I wasn't interested in it. But then, like, people kept asking, you know, like, hey, would you do a face cam? Like, basically, that was the comment. And anytime I got a comment, that was just what people were asking for. And I think, you know, people definitely do like to, you know, see the person that's playing. I think that's a thing that people really like. Of course, there's other ways to do it. You know, they have the little, you know, anime avatars, whatever they're called, VTuber things. And you know, there's plenty of people that, you know, for whatever reason may not want to, you know, appear with your face on the internet. The internet can be a scary place, and, you know, and some people, you know, don't want to interact with so much of the personal nature that things can get to, you know, and I totally get that too. But if you do make videos without your face on them, people will ask to see it all the time. You know, people like to put a face with a name and a voice. You know, it is a thing that they definitely do enjoy. Even if it's just me standing here slack-jawed, you know, if I turn the camera off, people are like, "Where's the camera?" Diamonds. We're here. And here. Nice. Glorious, marvelous, and in all other ways very good. Of course, we're eventually going to have to find our way out. I'm confident. Not very confident, but mildly confident that we can. Ooh, that's sketchy. This is awesome. This is just what I was hoping we'd have. It's not like the coolest slush cave ever, but it's very cool. You know, just a nice classic one. The coolest that you get are when they break through like a ceiling and go all the way down basically to like a lava lake on bedrock, and then the water forms like an obsidian thing underneath, and like you get to look up at like a vast roof that's giving you all of that. But, you know, we still might find something like that. This slush cave will be huge, right? The biomes in this world are big, and so we can enjoy exploring this one for quite some time. Raw gold, very good. Yes, realistic biomes. The fog. The fog is what killed me. I'm blaming the fog for an earlier death. There's like a fog sheen at the top of the water, so I thought I could get like above the water. I couldn't. That wasn't water, that was just rock. And then, you know, I drowned. It's okay. We've already gotten enough stuff to replace all of that stuff. What? It's like a weird mechanically rumbly sound. It made me think I was close to a deep dark is what actually happened. I was like, no, not here. What? Oh. I was like, that sound sounded lower and more menacing than a normal zombie. It was. Miniature zombies absolutely need to be respected. They are so dangerous in the early game. Not least because they're so small and it's very hard to see them. But, you know, it's not like they do less damage than a regular zombie. Yeah, I see you. You ain't cute. I got you. I got you. There we go. Alright, we have got to get out of here. This is not the way out of here, unless it is. The good thing about a lush cave is it all looks exactly like all the rest of it. This is not the way out. There are no torches. Nope, don't think so. That's how you die. I'll dig up like a clumsy person before I go swimming up with all my diamonds. No, wait, we go down this way because we... Yep, that's right. Because we came from over here. I remember. And then here's the water lava pillar that serves as a very useful marker for where we're at. Can't forget the lava water pillar. Very iconic. I'll always remember. Baby Zombie Swing Universe. Anyways, I should play some more Dead by Daylight soon. I played a few matches a couple weeks ago. I had a great old time. Whoa, whoopsie daisy. There we go. One of my favorite matches of Dead by Daylight ever was my Adept Myers match, where I didn't have the add-on to stay at level 1 and just stayed at level 1 the whole time and still won. Got my 4 kill. Ah, man, that was... I felt electric. Like, you could have plugged me into a wall socket and I could have blown up your whole house. Because that's not how electricity works. And if you plug in something into your sockets that's doing all that, then you're going to have a bad time. But yeah, that could be a bunch of fun, Jordan. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. It's still so funny to me that the Discord is called Dead by Daylight group, and it's not really for Dead by Daylight anymore. It certainly was once upon a time, though. Yeah, but I was playing old Dracula. That was some fun. I didn't know what I was doing, but I still had a blast. Had one of those games where, you know, I could tell they didn't really know what was up. Had one of those games where I could tell immediately that they were better than me. Alright, this isn't where we want to be. It's a lot of fish. Alright, how did we, from the lava pillar, end up in the wrong area? Hey, there we go. Spore flower, we're going to want one of those for home. It's because I'm walking through the light, but the glow berries are the light, and that is deceiving me. I'm like, obviously, if it's lit up, it's fine. Wrong. Wrong. Alright, what have I done? Alright, where are we? How do we get here? Yep. Man. I had to blow my nose like 11D times today. Maybe 11D1. But for like, I'll be able to sleep fine. It's one of those things where if I tilt my head at a really specific angle, then it's okay. 15 diamonds in that haul? What? I didn't think it was that many. Yeah. We're gonna put them in a box and then one day make something out of them. I'm like 15 pickaxes. I'm not so sure. But like, what do I even need a diamond pickaxe for, right? Obsidian? I'm not trying to go to the Nether. Everything's on fire there. I need an auto smelter. Do they work in this mode? I mean, they've got to, right? How would they not work? Somebody would have told me if you can't even make a freaking auto smelter. Box. We need boxes. And along the way, we're making it more runnable, right? Because you want the place you live to be safe to run through. Light coverage is good, but being able to run without bonking your head on leaves, that's good too. Now, I shouldn't be using a shovel for it, because tools actually take durability worse when you use them for bad applications. And if you can just use a block to break leaves or a shovel... Oh, no, not my beloved... Alright, a couple of creepers here. Now, you guys know I don't know how to fight them. I just assume they're gonna blow up if I try to hit them long enough. You saying it also have a shield? Well, I mean, like, you want to kill them so that you... Because if they do the explosion, whatever, I'm not worried about that. It's that you don't get your gunpowder at the end, right? Texture pack is nice. Looks... I don't know, upgrade you say KP? Yeah, I quite agree. You know, like, it's noticeable all over that it's there, but, like, in a small way where it's just, like... You know, like a plus on it rather than a revamped sort of thing. And yeah, Jordan, the shield, oh man, don't let me get started again on it. I think I've only used a shield against a creeper explosion like 3 times in my life. But I don't even know if I'm going to bother carrying a shield in this. It doesn't seem to be practical. It just annoys me. It's like a whole game that they made with no offhand functionality. Like, go kick rocks. Like, what is wrong with you people? Bow and arrow. Yep, exactly. Silver. I basically exclusively kill creepers with bows and arrows, especially in hardcore. So in Java, of course, you can use an offhand. So you use the looting sword, and then your other hand is the bow, and then you get looting tie-ons. Alright, so planks. Oh, it needs to be inside to protect it from creepers, yeah. You could put it down here. Pickaxe broke. Text Rex reminds you of old Dogscast. I know who those guys are. They did the amazing song Diggy Diggy Hole, right? I'm a great lover of musical comedy and musical parodies and stuff, but that was, I had not played Minecraft whenever I heard that one. And then there was another one, I think the video is called Fallen Kingdom. It was like it's like a la Viva La Vida by Coldplay, and I thought that was really beautifully done as well. I believe they're both quite famous in the Minecraft community. When I brought them up to like people at work, they immediately knew whatever I was talking about. The songs, I mean. The Yogscast people, I believe, were quite famous indeed, but I'd never, I didn't play Minecraft. The only Minecraft people I ever heard of were people who had, disgraced themselves in some way and gotten videos made about them. No, that's not the order of things. Test on the surface and waterlog it? Probably. Do I really? Oh, I put them into the chest somehow. Amazing. Where? I don't. Give me the water back. Okay. Waterlogged, so if a creeper pops up here, it'll be fine. I mean, relatively fine. You should probably put something... It's a terrible place for an auto smelter, right? You know it, and I know it. We all know it's a bad place for an auto smelter. We're just going to leave it there for a bit until I build one somewhere else. Also, that's not waterlogged, it's just water. There we go. But now we can't access it. Alrighty then. Didn't think this one through. Make a ledger or a log so I can record when players enter my base anytime. It'd be like a guest book for them to record it, I imagine. Alright, so... yeah, we just need to swap it around. It being exposed to the outside is terrible if we can't waterlog it. Did it... I'm so confused. Oh, it fell onto the ground. And I can't pick it up because the inventory's full? Well, now it all makes sense. Alright, now with 100% more functionality. Another hopper would be better, though. That way we won't have to worry about fuel, right? Right. Alright, oh yeah, I gotta do the box first. And then the hopper. I remember. Sideways hopper for more charcoal. Hooray! It'll just feed it in there, you know, but... Alright, and now we can return to just, like, throwing everything in there and then getting it at the end. Good. You can put, like, your leaf litter and stuff in there. We can bake our potatoes. Wait, we can plant our potatoes. Bake potatoes. Ridiculous. And we can cook all the clay up. Not the glowberries. Oh no, I'm ruining it. It'll be fine. And we're gonna start cooking cobblestone because we need to make islands in the sky eventually, and we're gonna need tons and tons of stone for that. Gonna run out of charcoal before all that, but that is okay. That could be an interesting idea, so I don't know if they would do it. They'd probably just tell me about it in Discord, but but that could be cool. I'm sure people would leave a message or two, you know, in the event that they ever came around. But that's the thing, you know, we gotta make the island better. We gotta make the island cool so that our friends will want to come and see our stuff. You know, I'd be thinking like you could make your stuff cool in single player and people would watch it. Yeah, but here they could like walk to it, and that's different. We We need way more bricks than that. Slate. That's the entire reason you made the room. You feel the comment art. Also community, right? $15 diamonds. It's not bad. Not great either. I need to organize these boxes. No points for guessing whether or not I ever will. Look at this guy. He thinks he's the captain now. Elite strafe. Taking 2 shots. Seems fine. You know what would help you not taking shots? A shield that worked right. Marvelous. Sugarcane! Huh. Curious. Oh. I just gotta always hope I hit the mute before I sneeze and blow my nose. I'd be mortified. I'd have to learn how to edit it. YouTube lets you go back in videos and you could like mute segments or whatever. I've never done it. But if I like just straight blew my nose for 30 seconds loudly into the microphone, it might mortify me enough to just turn it off. Throw the whole channel out. Not there. Oh, right. If you crack the seeds, then they just disappear. it. Man, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix all these holes, right? I'm not gonna quote any of the Beatles song because they will show up to my house and shoot me with a slingshot right between my eyes. It's the name of one of their songs and I like it. Indeed, KP. Indeed. Man, Sgt. Pepper's, what a record. Goes all over the place. Day in the Life, my favorite Beatles song. That's sort of cheating, right? Because it's like two perfect songs in one song. That sunrise is pretty nice. Here, I'll just look directly into the sun. This is what an intelligent person would do. And you know, she's a bright girl. But anyway, that's about it for the video, guys. Looking at the clock, it is 1:15 a.m. and all is well. Man, I'm having a real good time, but it is important for me to not talk loudly too late into the night. And we're already a little bit too far into the night, if we're being honest about it. But anyway, thank you guys. Pleasure as always. Good to see all of you. KP, wonderful to see you. Jordan, awesome to have you stop in, man. That one boy, Silverwind Spirit, welcome to the channel. Maybe I'll see you around later on in another streamer video. That one kid, what's up? Nice to see you too. Am I missing anybody? Blackpool, that one boy, everyone. Manicman, if you're still here. Anyone else who hasn't spoken up, you know, you're very well appreciated as well. And yeah, glad to help you with your homework, Jordan. But anyway, yeah, I'm off the next couple of days. I don't have too many errands to run, so I'll be around playing this and other things, and maybe I'll see you guys there. So good night, everybody.